So thank you all for coming today, right? In this workshop, I'm sure you all will receive massive value. I will share with you a lot of like my whole entrepreneurship journey, my whole like how I'll share you everything that's related to sales, everything that's related to business, entrepreneurship. You'll learn a lot from today, alright? So before I begin, I just share a little bit about myself, right? I'm an entrepreneur, okay? So my first business was good to see you. And he's John, right?
John, yeah.
Nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Alaric, yeah. Okay, so I just share with you a little bit about myself. My first business was a healthy food delivery business, okay? So DBS was our main client. So we helped to cater food for the staff, right? And after that, my second business was an entrepreneurship platform where I built a team of like 140 people in 10 months, right? And then right now I run a sales and marketing agency, okay? So I just show you a little bit about myself. Okay. This is JT Fox. This is my wealth coach, JT Fox, alright? So I was sharing the stage with JT Fox, the world's #1 wealth coach at National Achievers Congress, alright? This is Aaron Sansoni. Can you help me close the door? Thank you so much. Oh my god, what happened?
Oh, less people.
Oh my god.
I leave it.
Leave it. Okay, so this is Aaron Sansoni, the world's #1 sales coach, okay? He's also my coach. And then this is okay, in this picture right, there are 5 Tauke's, okay? The first one is Minister Ng Chee Meng. This is Datuk Derek, okay? He's the founder of Neo Gardens, right? So this Minister Ng Chee Meng, Minister for Education Schools. He was last time the former Chief of Defence. This is JT Fox. This is Dato Alan Fu. Okay, this is Mr. Raymond King. He's the co-founder of World Memory Championship. You know, the Memory Championship, and he's an English chess grandmaster, very smart guy. Can you all know Carl's Jr.? Carl's Jr., the burger brand. Okay, so this is Mason Tan. He's the franchisee for Carl's Jr., the chief franchisee for Singapore and Malaysia. Alright, and that's my mother, a very sweet lady. Yeah. Okay, this is Derek Gill. Though he's a digital entrepreneur, world-renowned digital entrepreneur. This is Datuk Joe. Okay, CEO of A+. And this is Doug Clark, real estate coach. Right, so this is my team, right? So last time I built a sales team, right? So this is my team. It's called Apollo. I think Jelly knows, right? Oh, Nicholas also knows, yeah. So I'm certified by Facebook. Okay, so just a bit of my personal life, yeah. So I'm sharing all this so that you get a bit of context, so that you all know me a little bit better, and then we can get started with the workshop, right? So this is my family. My mom is an entrepreneur. Okay, so that's why I became an entrepreneur. So
So you learn from your mother.
correct. My dad is a spiritual counselor. My mom is an entrepreneur. Okay, so my brother is a Buddhist monk in Thailand, right? My sister is a Catholic nun in Spain. Okay, yeah. And these are just 2 pretty girls. And then this is Toledo, Spain. This is Gibraltar, Great Britain. Okay. This is Real Madrid. And this is Cinque Terre. Alright. So if you all want, you can follow my Instagram feed. Okay. This is my business partner. We have an online makeup business together, a 6-figure makeup business. And then this is my YouTube channel. Alright, you saw my YouTube video, right? Is it?
I think so.
I think so. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Okay, so the main question, right? Okay, so today, right, what I'm gonna share with you, right, is a lot of things. Alright, so I'm gonna share with you very, very revolutionary stuff. You see, there's this thing called fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Okay, do you know that your intelligence, right, is not something that is from birth? Means like, for example, you could be born with 100 IQ, right? But if you do, that's my father. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. So he's coming to support my workshop. Alright, so okay, the thing is, fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Do you know that your IQ, right, can actually increase over time? If over time, right, you actually like eat more fish oil and you read more books, listen to more success stories, you learn more things, your IQ actually increases. Okay, means your brain, right, physically changes when you learn new things, right? So that's the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Fixed mindset, right, they think that their intelligence, personality, and character is inherent and static. Whereas growth mindset, right, they realize, right, that intelligence, personality, and character can be continuously developed. Okay, which means if you think that you're not good at sales, right, and after that you can actually become good at sales, right? Growth mindset desire continuous learning, etc. So the difference between someone with fixed mindset and someone with growth mindset, right, is that the person with fixed mindset, right, they always tend to stay in their comfort zone. They don't have to do things that are new. They're like, sales, I don't know, I don't want to be a salesman. Or entrepreneurship, business is so tough, you know, that kind of thing. Whereas the people who have growth mindset, right, they are open to opportunities, they're open to learning, which I think all of you are here to. So let's give yourself a round of applause. Yeah? Okay. So the thing is, who wants to 5x their money? 5x their money. 5x their money. Who wants to 5x their money? 10x. 10x. You look at Grant Cardone 10x rule, is it? Okay. So okay, show of hands, who wants to 5x their money? Okay, so I want you all to all take out a piece of $2 note. $2 note. Take out. Everyone take out a piece of $2 note. Okay, take out a piece of $2 note. Quick. Okay, now I have three $10 notes here. Okay, who wants to exchange it with me? Faster, come on. Okay. One. One. Okay, good. And one, yeah, all of you are winners, the three of you. Okay, so okay, for this $10 note, right, I don't want you all to spend it. I want you all to frame it up, right, and remember it, something that you always see, because right, the when you keep seeing this $10 note, right, you realize that on this day you actually took a leap of faith, or you took a step forward. You know, like why didn't everyone rush for the opportunity? Why is it that only, you know, everyone saw the same opportunity, but why wasn't it everyone who got it? And the thing is this, a lot of people think that this opportunity is too good to be true. Okay, I want to share with you that there are some opportunities, right, that are too good and too true. Okay, there are some opportunities that are really too good to be true. Okay, for example, recently I acquired the makeup business for free. You know, my net worth increased by 40K in just 1 hour like that. But the reason why I could do it, right, was because number one, I was ready for it, and number two, when the opportunity came, right, I just seized it like that, right? So same thing for this exercise, right? When the opportunity came, right, we need to ask ourselves, why didn't we go and grab the opportunity? And how does that play out in our life? Right? So I want to ask you this question: like, what would you like to get out of today? Okay, what would you like to get out of today? So what would you like to learn about? One question you want to ask regarding sales, business, entrepreneurship. And also, what do you learn about yourself from the exercise just now? Okay, so I'll give all of you 2 minutes, okay, to write down your answers for the question. How to learn sales? Or what's the question? How to?
The basics of sales.
The basic of sales. Okay, the basic of sales, right, is to really just go out there and do it. Yeah.
Just anything.
Correct. So I want to share with you, right, that sales equals income. There are so many opportunities out there. If you want, you can sell anything. Okay, electricity and all that. Okay, I want you to all think, right, of every way to make money. Okay, think of every way to make money. Okay, after you think of every way to make money, right, you realize that everything involves sales. Okay, I share with you why. Let's say you say I'm a property investor. You buy and sell property, correct? Then you rent out the property, correct? The better salesperson, the better property investor, right, is someone who can rent out the property for a higher price than another property investor, or someone who can buy the property at cheaper price than another property investor. Make sense? Let's say you talk about selling oil or commodities, right? The better property investor is someone, right, who knows how to change the market price, how to fry the news that the oil price changes, then he go and sell off, you know, his if you look at let's say working a job. When you work a job, right, you're effectively selling your time for money, right? You are saying, I will work for you 1 hour for $10. So you're basically selling 1 hour for $20, $10, right? So everything involves sales. If you look at every single thing, right, it all involves sales. So everything involves sales. Every day you're selling. Okay, when a teacher teaches, right, he's also selling an idea, selling a vision and all that. Okay, so everyone write this down. Okay, okay. Everyone write this down. Okay, employees sell time. Okay. The entrepreneurs sell products and services. Okay. Leaders sell a vision. Look at Jack Ma, look at Steve Jobs. These are leaders. Leaders sell a vision. Okay, leaders sell a vision. So like Steve Jobs say, I want to change the world, change technology and all that. Jack Ma said that he gathered his 18罗汉, right? His 18 dragons or whatever, and then he told everyone, we are gonna change the way entrepreneurship is done in the whole of China, right? And that's how he went to borrow money. He went to get investors, Sun Zhenyi, Mr. Sun, to invest like $200 million in him. and eventually when he went to IPO, he was straight away instantly a billionaire, right? So leaders sell a vision, right? Like yeah, entrepreneurs sell products and services, and employees sell their time. So either way, right, you are selling. If you're an investor, you're selling. If you're a self-employed, you're selling. If you're a business owner, you're selling. That's why every time I ask a business owner, right, if you say you own a business, the first thing I ask you is, what do you sell? Because if you're a business owner, that means by definition you definitely sell something. Alright, okay? Unless you're talking about like charity or what. Because the definition of sales, right, is exchanging something for money. So anytime you exchange something for money, right, is effectively a sale. Okay, make sense? So have I answered this question?
Yeah.
Have okay, good. So how much time? Okay, who asked this question? How much time?
For me.
You are.
Yeah.
So you asked this question. Okay, so how much time? So you're asking how much time does it require to be an entrepreneur, or how much?
How much time you took to like start?
Okay, I share with you. For me, I started personal development right from the age of like 7 years old. Okay, at the age of like 9 years old, right, I started reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad and all that already. Which is why, right, when I did sales, right, my first month I made 7K, my fourth month I already made like 10K plus. But then the question is, did I make 7K in 1 month, or did I make 7K in 9 years? Make sense? Right? So it's like a bamboo shoot. Right? Every day you just keep growing. Success, right, is not the overnight thing. You think I close a 40K deal, it's just like that. No. It's because of the things that I build up over time, right, that allows me to be successful. You get what I mean? It's like a bamboo shoot. It grows for like 9 years, you don't see anything. Or like 6 years, then you don't see anything. Then within like 3 months, it shoots up very, very fast. So if you truly ask like how much of time has it taken me, right, I would say at least 10,000 hours. There's this book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. Okay, so in that book, chapter 2 talks about the 10,000 hours. How every professional, right, spends 10,000 hours doing the thing that they do to be a master at that. Okay, my entrepreneurship journey, I started business when I was 19. My healthy food delivery business. Then I went on to do network marketing, right? So that's how I built a team of 140, right? And then right now I run a sales and marketing agency, and I also have an online makeup business, right? So how much time? Yeah, this is how much time. There's the, for every extrinsic success, right? For every award that you see an NBA basketballer win or Tiger Woods win, right? You must think of how many hours they spend in the gym, how many hours they spend in practice, how many hours. Success is like that one. Okay, so if you truly want to be an entrepreneur, this is what you have to be prepared to face. If let's say you want to take from your business from nothing to IPO, right, the journey is gonna be very, very, very tough. Even Jack Ma said, if I could repeat, he wouldn't want to be Jack Ma anymore. If you can repeat, you'd rather be an employee or that. But now he has such a big team. There's no way he can say, oh, I don't want to be Jack Ma anymore. Then who's gonna manage his team, you know? So it requires quite a bit of time. Okay, a lot actually, yeah, and it requires a lot of hustle. But the thing is this. That time is gonna pass anyway. If you work a job, you become an employee. That time is gonna pass anyway. Will you rather be coping or thriving? I see too many people coping in their life. They cope, you know. I just make enough just to sustain. Sorry.
Average.
Yeah, average. Yeah, mediocrity. Mediocrity is the default. Failure is the default. Okay, I don't share with you. Failure is the default. Okay, everyone, right. The moment you were born, right. You were born to fail. Failure is the default. Only the top 10% or top 5% win. But you see, a lot of people complain that, oh, the world is so tough, it's so tough to live in and all that. But it's a lot better than how it was 5,000 years ago. Can you imagine if every day you have to wake up to hunt for your food and all that? Now y'all can sell in an air-conditioned place. Y'all can do work in an air-conditioned place. Still got food to eat and all that. So it's a lot easier to survive in the world now. But the question is, do you want to just survive or do you want to thrive? Okay, so have I answered this question? Good, huh? Okay, convince. Okay, so the first thing, right, about sales, right, is that sales is not a convincing process. Sales is a filtering process. Make sense? For example, I didn't convince you all to be here today. I filtered you all because for everyone who's here today, it means that there's maybe 1,000 people who are not here today. Make sense? So I didn't convince you to come. I filtered you to come. Make sense? Yeah. So sales is not a convincing process. Sales is a filtering process. Okay, but if you want to learn some sales techniques, right? Later on, I'll be sharing a lot of sales techniques to convince someone. You know, things like how to use NLP, how to use body language, how to use these kind of things. I'll share that with you later. Okay, and this is all my years of experience doing sales, doing networking, and all that. I'll share. Okay, so later I'll share this question. Okay, difficulties managing a team of 140. Okay, I can share with you, right? When you do network marketing, right, the hardest thing about network marketing, right, is that network marketing will always have attrition. Attrition is the default, okay? Attrition, ATTRITION, means every time you build a team, sure will have people leave you one, okay? And it's not your fault, because let's say even last time I had pool club, okay? I was in pool club, right? Free pool, okay? The people who join the CCA, they get to have free pool tables, which let's say they go outside is $8 per hour or something, but they come here, they got free pool, right? At the start of the year, there will always be about maybe 100 people that sign up for a pool club. At the end of the year, right, I left with 20 or maybe 15, okay, out of 100 people. So attrition is part of the game. So the main difficulty you have, right, when you manage a team of 140 people, right, is the ability to attach and detach from your emotions. The ability to attach and detach. Because sometimes you want to love a team member a lot, or you take care of the person a lot, you want to mentor them a lot, right, but they will still leave you one. And that's part of the process. You can ask Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan leads a huge team, right? So attrition is part of the game. No matter how many years you do in the industry, no matter how good you are as a leader, there will still, even Jack Ma has attrition. Even people leave Alibaba, they leave Facebook and all that. So attrition is part of the game. If you want to manage a team, attrition is part of the game. But the main thing, right, is you just need to grow as a leader, okay? You can read this book called the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Okay? Yeah. So you read that book, it will teach you how to lead a team. When you grow as a leader, right, a lot of people say, what do you need in a business? Do you need money in a business? Do you need social capital as a business? The most important thing you need in a business, right, is to develop yourself as a leader. Because businesses don't fail. Okay? Yeah. Businesses don't fail. Okay? People fail. Yeah. Businesses don't fail, people fail. Yeah. Okay? You see, if like Facebook at first was a dating app. Okay? But because he was very good as a leader, he could pivot the business model into a social media platform. Right? So it's not the business that matters, it's the person that matters. Because if you are a good enough leader, you can pivot, you can change your business model, you can attract the right talent, you can raise money, you can acquire companies if you are good as a leader. So the most important thing we need to develop, right, is ourselves as leaders. Make sense? Okay. Have I answered your question? Good, huh? Okay, very good. Okay. So difficulties managing for people. So this one convinced, later I'll share with you. Okay. Okay, next one. Body language. Okay. So body language, right? Okay, I can share with you this this NLP principle. It's called neuro linguistic programming. Okay, you all heard of NEURO linguistic LINGUISTIC programming. Okay, programming. Okay, that's called NLP. Okay, one thing you can learn about body language, right, is this thing called mirror and matching. Okay, mirror and matching. Okay, mirror and matching. So what mirror and matching means, right, is this. If let's say I want to mirror you, okay, so all I have to do, right, okay, is I just sit exactly how you sit, okay, and mirror you. If you put your hand like that, I put my hand like that, you know. And after a while, right, okay, I match your tone, I match your breathing, I match your pace and all that, right. And then after a while, right, I start to understand you. I start to be you. I start to be in you, and we start becoming the same frequency. And when you use this as a business owner or an insurance agent, or you start selling something, right, and then you can understand, right, exactly what your prospect is feeling because you are at their wavelength. Make sense? So you just mirror their body language, mirror their tone. If they are speaking very very fast, you speak very fast. If they speak very slow, you just speak very slow. And then after a while, you realize that, hey, everyone thinks like you. You know? Okay. So that's neuro linguistic programming. Okay. Now, for example, if let's say an employee, okay, let's say a customer is very angry, okay, so they are shouting like, hey, why how come I use your product then my baby, okay. So a lot of people, right, as a customer, right, as a salesperson, they will, oh man, relax, don't worry, you know. So what happens, right, is that when you are vibrating at when the salesperson is when the customer is vibrating at this frequency, okay, then you try to vibrate at this frequency, right, it doesn't resonate with them. So they will feel even more frustrated. Have you ever, okay, how many of you have been angry before? angry before? How many of you have been angry before? Come on. How many of you have been angry before? You've never been angry before.
Quite patient.
Quite patient. Okay, actually I'm like you. Give you a high five. Okay, so mirror matching, right, is if let's say someone is very angry, right? How many of you, right? When you're very angry, right, then the person next to you, right, they're super calm. The more angry you feel. You ever feel that way? Right? If you're angry, right, if my customer is angry, right, the first thing I do, right, is I don't like, hey man, relax. No, it doesn't work. What you do, right, is when someone's angry, okay, you match their tone. Means like if they're very angry, you also talk very angry. No, it's not. But relax, okay. Okay, so when someone is vibrating very high, okay, and then you go very low, right, it doesn't work. What you should do is you should go to their level and then bring them down. Make sense? Or if someone's very low and you're very high, it doesn't work. Let's say if I'm super high energy, but y'all are here like, right. Then I'm not gonna resonate with y'all. That's why my tone and all that is gonna resonate and like can understand me because I'm in you. Make sense? So let's say you want to bring up the energy of the room, okay? You don't do it like that. Because people feel like, hey, wow, this guy crazy that kind. But what you do, right, is you go down and you bring it up. Make sense? Yeah. So if someone's very angry, right, you go very angry. Like you speak the way they speak, you just but relax, you slowly, gradually go down. After a while, right, you realize that the customer, right, becomes very patient. You can use this in sales, you can use this in network marketing, you can use this in insurance, you can use it anywhere. Alright? Okay. So have I answered this question and the tonality question? Yes, okay, good. Okay. So finding customers. Okay. So later I'll be sharing, right, that there are 4 types of sales. Okay. Hello, you are Lynn?
Hello, yeah.
Nice to meet you, I'm Alaric. Nice to meet you. Okay, so how do you find customers, right? Thanks, bro. Wow, so nice. Let's give Sky a round of applause. Alright. So how do you find customers, right? Is there are 4 ways to do sales. Okay, there are 4 ways to do sales. Okay, the first way, right, is called fishing. Okay, fishing. Fishing. Okay, the first way to do sales is fishing. The second way to do sales is fishing. Okay. Second way to do sales is mining. Okay. The third way to do sales is hunting. Okay. If I explain this, and the fourth way to do sales, right, okay, is farming. Okay, so I share with you if your question is how do I get customers, right, I can share with you, right, that there are many ways to get customers. There's not just one way to get customers. Okay, so in fishing, right, how to get customers, right, is that sales is about getting your attention. Okay, until I've gotten your attention, right, until I'm like until you actually see me or I actually get your attention, right, I can't sell you anything. Make sense? Until you see my Facebook ad, right, if let's say my Facebook ad cannot get your attention, right, I will never be able to sell you anything. Right? Until you see my Instagram post. If my Instagram post cannot get your attention, right, I can never sell you anything. So sales is about getting your customers' attention. Right? So it's about how can you attract your customers' attention. What kind of bait can you use? What kind of offer can you use? What kind of colours, design and all that can you use, right, to attract people's attention? Right? So for example, like my shoes, they will attract your attention because it's very shiny and all that. Right? Or what can I do to attract your attention? Maybe the workshop, how to make 10,000 per month doing sales. Maybe that can attract your attention. So sales is about attracting your attention. So that's how to fish, right? So the amateurs, right, they fish, right, one at a time. They fish one at a time. They talk to people and then say like, hey, okay, an example of fishing is like, hey, are you working any part-time job now? Oh, if I got this opportunity that can help you make like maybe 10K per month, you interested or not? So I can fish like that. But the better way of fishing, right, is when you go into a pond, right, that got a lot of fish that are very hungry, and then you throw a bait and then you fish everyone in. Example, let's say if I do entrepreneurship workshop, okay? A lot of people when they do an entrepreneurship workshop, they'll try to put their advertisement to everyone. But the correct way is, if let's say you just put your advertisement into an entrepreneurship group, maybe a Facebook group that's entrepreneurship. So all these fishers are already very hungry for entrepreneurship, right? So you just put your bait, a free workshop, they will come to the workshop already. Make sense? Let's say if you have a product or people who have health problems, then you just put the fish into a place with health problems, and if your bait is good enough, then you attract. That's how you get customers. Can we on the aircon a little bit? I think it's getting quiet. Or is it me? Are you all feeling?
No, it's the building is off.
Okay. Okay,
So
just
it's
bear
all
with me,
the
okay?
fan.
It's a very intimate
Or
setting.
you want to open the door?
No, close the door is better. Okay, then the next one is mining. So how do you mine, right? Let's say you have a whole prospect list, correct? You just message slowly. You see, sales, okay, write this down. Sales is not a convincing process. Sales is a filtering process. Okay? Which means, right, the best way to sell, right, you see, if let's say you are not hungry, then I keep selling you my food, no matter how nice my food is, right, it's not gonna resonate with you because you're not hungry. You get what I mean? A lot of people, they try to force something down someone's throat, like hard sales. They try to force something down someone's throat. It never ever works because they keep trying to convince. A lot of people think that sales is about convincing. Okay, I can share with you, right, that am I good at convincing? I'm okay at convincing. I'm okay at persuading. But every time I realize, right, whenever I try to convince someone into a sale, right, even after they buy, right, after 1 week or 2 weeks, right, they start to regret their decision, and it didn't become a very good sale in the first place. But if let's say sales was a filtering process, right, it means I go and find who is hungry or who needs whatever I'm offering, right, then sales becomes very easy. Sales becomes very easy. You don't even need to convince much because they already know that they want it. Recently, my mom, they have a 3-day course that's $10,000. Okay, 3-day course that's $10,000, teaching about capital mechanism, how to raise money as a business and all that. She just sign up for it just like that. They don't even need much convincing. Okay, she know the thing on the day itself. She signed up for it. Why? Because she was hungry. Because she know that she need to learn how to raise funds. I know her business will what. So she wasn't convinced. She was filtered. Make sense? Because for every one of my mom who signed up for the $10,000 workshop, there were probably 100 people who didn't sign up for the workshop. Make sense? Okay. So sales not so that's how you mine. Okay. So basically your job, right, is like a miner. This is a mine, right? Gold mine is not all gold, right? So there's a lot of like rocks and gold and all that. So you just find which one is the gold. Don't try to turn a rock into a gold. You just keep finding. Sooner or later you'll find the gold. Right? So your job is to find the gold. Just keep calling. Call. Last time when I first started, right? Last time I sold negative ion 5 Ferrari mattresses. Wow, I called 140 people, then only I got my first sale. Just keep mining. But the moment I got my first sale, I made $500+, right? So sales becomes a filtering process. I'm just calling to say, hello, are you interested in this? Oh, not interested. Okay, never mind. Move on next. Oh, are you interested in this? Move on next. Okay. So that's one another way to get customers. Okay. Now the third way is to get customers, right? Is hunting. Okay. So basically, you must run. You must be very adept at hunting. I imagine you're a cheetah or a tiger, ready to pounce. You just run after them until they, find every way to invite them for an event or find every way to meet them up for coffee to convince them and just run after them until they buy from you. So that's another way to do sales. Some people get very scared of hunters. Then the third way is by farming. Okay, for me, I'm personally I love farming. Farming is about education, right? So when I educate, right, then for me, I just love to be a speaker or a teacher. Since young, I just like to be a teacher, right? So farming is about education. Okay, any fool can tell how many seeds there are in an apple, but only God knows how many apples there are in a single seed. Okay, any fool can tell how many seeds there are in an apple, but only God knows how many apples there are in a single seed. I give an example like let's say network marketing. Okay, from one seed, just one person, maybe this person doesn't look maybe this guy looks like a 3/10, maybe he cannot sell one. But because of this guy, he just got one friend who happens to be an alpha male. Then from this one friend, he got a whole network of maybe 10 or 50 people, and then from there it goes on and goes on and goes on. So a lot of people, so no one knows how many apples there can be from this seed. Every small seed could be your next $1 million paycheck. So that's farming. Farming, right, is a very slow, long-term process. Means it's like sowing seeds, education. For example, let's say after I give you all a lot of value. Okay, are you all learning a lot so far?
Yes.
Learning a lot so far? This is different from a normal seminar they go for. They just try to sell you their courses and all that. It's important to sell courses and all that, right? But I always believe that you must give value first, and then only when you make an offer, then people will want it, right? Okay, so farming, right? You just need to keep nurturing your people, keep educating them and all that. And for example, let's say a sales workshop like that, okay, right? Right now, right, because you all have received so much value, right, you all will remember me, okay? I don't need to be your only choice. Let's say if next time you all need to do Facebook marketing or you need to do anything, right? I don't need to be your only choice. I just need to be one of your choices because like you remember that this guy does sales and marketing, this guy does whatever, right? So I'm sowing seeds. I'm sowing seeds. And I never know that maybe you give me one referral, give me one referral here, one referral there and all that. Right? So that's how farming works. You just go through referrals and all that. So you take the seeds, you plant, and you have more seeds. You take the seeds, you plant, have more seeds. Something like that. Okay? So these are the 4 ways you can go and get customers. So the trick, right, is to know what kind of person you are. The trick is to know what kind of person you are. Okay? For example, some people by nature they are very good at hunting. Then go and hunt. Right? Some people by nature they are very good at farming. Then just go and farm. Or some people they like to do those like very methodical, every day just follow the same script, call. Then go and mine, if that's what you're good at, let's say, and fishing, some people they are very good at getting people's attention, they can just get attention, they know how a consumer behavior works and all that. Then go and fish. So you need to know what you're very good at. Okay, you really need to think what are you very good at, and then from knowing what you're very good at, right, if let's say you cannot do the rest, right, either number 1 you learn how to do the rest, or number 2 you find a partner who is very good at doing the rest. Maybe let's say you're very good at attracting people's attention, you're very good at doing like advertising and all that. Then you find a team member who's very good at closing, then he close for you. Make sense? Okay, okay. So these are how you can get customers. Okay. So finding customers. Okay, Lin, do you have a question you want to ask me regarding sales, business, or entrepreneurship? Oh, networking, right? Where's networking? Okay. Yeah, I'll show you how I do networking. This is how. Okay, this was my birthday party, alright? About 80 to 100 people showed up. Watch how I network.
You don't know them.
No, I know them. They are my friends, yeah. If not, they won't come for my party.
Yeah, people.
This is Mr. Eugene. So Mr. Eugene specially came just for 5 minutes just to say hi to me and give me like the ang pao and the birthday present, and then he left. My mom and dad. Who is Dr. PJ? Okay, so what do you learn about networking from that? Okay, come, shout out some answers. What do you learn about networking from that? Do you see how I bridge over? Okay, I just show you the. Okay, never mind. Do you see how I bridge from person to person? Okay, what do you learn about? Any takeaways from that video about how to do networking? Any takeaways? No takeaways. Any takeaways? Okay, and I just share with you. Okay, there are 2 skills you must learn in networking. Okay. Okay. The first skill, right, is called ABC. Okay. The second skill is called T-up. Okay. Okay. So what is ABC? ABC means bridging. Means like I say, hey Johnny, meet my friend. Meet my friend Nicholas. Wow, I tell you, this guy, right, he's a super salesman. He's the top of his industry. Hey, Nicholas, meet my friend Jerry. Wow, I tell you, this guy, he owns his own t-shirt business. Okay, very enterprising. One of the most enterprising Malays I've ever seen, right? Yeah. So straight away, then they meet each other, right? So this networking, oh. So ABC, right, means bridging, means A B C. So the B is the bridge, So when I bridge, let's say
The mutual friend.
correct. Okay, let's say Jerry is Dr. PJ. Okay, let's say he's a PhD, Dr. PJ, right? The guy over there. And then Nicholas is my friend. So I say, hey Nicholas, meet my friend Dr. PJ. Oh, Dr. PJ, he's a PhD in international relations and education. He's super amazing. You can learn a lot of things from him. Dr. PJ, meet my friend Nicholas. I know him for the past 15 years already. So we are very tight together. I'm sure you can share your wisdom with him. You know. So after that, then they bridge out. Then when they connect, right, and when they both get value, right. Okay, so when you want to do networking, right, okay, a few concepts you must learn. Okay, the first thing, right, is always think win-win. Always think win-win. How can we deliver the most value, right, that is win-win for? For example, let's say this workshop. I'm always thinking win-win. How can I let you win, and how can I win at the same time? So when we come together like that, right, we all win together. Because when I share, I'm learning also, right? And then when you all learn, you all are learning, right? So it's win-win. Always think win-win, okay? The next thing you must learn is always think of how to Gary Vaynerchuk calls this jab. Okay, right hook. Okay, so what does jab right hook mean? Jab right hook, right, means give then ask. Okay, jab right hook. Okay, so it's written by this guy called Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay? You all can go and search for him. Okay, I learned a lot of things from him. Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, so it says this: give, then ask. Okay, take note, it's not give then take, it's give then ask. Okay, taking means I'm stealing something from you. Taking means, that's taking. But if I'm asking, it's a different thing. Okay, I'm just asking whether you want to help me or don't help me. It's up to you. So give then ask. So long as you keep focusing on giving out, right? When you give, right? After a while, right? Like Gary Vaynerchuk's philosophy, right, is how he's gonna sell, right, is he's gonna guilt people, make people feel guilty, then they buy, because he gives so much value, right? He write books, give free videos, give free advice, and he gives so much value, right, that if the person don't buy anything from him, the person feel very guilty, like, wow, you helped me so much, but I never even spend a single cent on you, so the concept of give then ask, right, is a very powerful concept. So when you are a networker, right, you must think like a farmer. How can you help the person win? Okay, and the question you must ask, right, is what does that person want? When you know what that person wants, right, and you also need to know what you want. Okay, what does that person want? What do you want? Then you can think of how to create a win-win relationship. Let's say if I think that, okay, you want to learn sales, right, but you don't have an opportunity, then I'll give you an opportunity. Then that is the value that it will be for you. All right. Then if I ask you, okay, if I give you an opportunity, but on one context you must give me $1,000. But I give you a very, very good opportunity that will make you 2,000, 5,000. Will you say yes? You make 2,000, 5,000.
Yeah.
You will say yes, right? Because that's the value that you want, right? So let's say I know that, okay, you want to learn networking. Let's say, okay, if I can give you a certain context, if I can give you access to let's say Joseph, who is a PhD, or let's say I can give you a contact of Mr. Eugene Sim, who's a property investor, started property at the age of 21, right? Have his own property at the age of 21. Would that be value to you? Maybe if you can sell him insurance or something, that will be value to you, correct? So I'm always thinking, how can I give the person value? Then after I give the value, then I ask like, hey, I help you all link up, then you just give me a 5% commission or 10% commission, okay or not? Okay, you get me? So networking, right, is about two skills, ABC and tee up. What is tee up? Tee up is edifying, okay? So it's like a golf, you tee up, so you edify the person, wow, hey, meet my friend, Amiru, I tell you, his hairstyle, one of the best hairstyle already. He's super dynamic and young and enterprising, and you can see the fire in his eyes, the hunger in his eyes to learn new things, right? And he's very open to learning. Hey bro, meet my friend Lucas. I tell you, this guy is amazing, So tee up, okay? You must learn how to ABC and learn how to tee up. When you can learn these two skills, right, you become very good at networking. Okay, but of course, for some networks, right, you have to pay money to get access to their network. For example, let's say you're starting from nothing, right? Let's say JT Fox. I spend, like, my mama spent over 30K on JT Fox. right? Just to have your network, right? Aaron's and Sony, same thing, about 10K that kind. Even there who else is that? Yeah, you have to sometimes you have to spend money to get access to network. That's how as sad as it sounds, that's how the business world works. Yeah, it's about buying the person dreams, buying, you know, that kind of things. So giving the person gifts and all that, then you build goodwill. Okay, so networking is all about building goodwill. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Okay, so so have you all learned something today? A lot. Okay, very good. Okay, so just now I shared with you all that sales equals income. Okay, so when you think about any way to make money, right, it's all about sales. Okay, it's all about sales. When you master sales, right.
Ticket number 141-3174. 141-3174.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.